into our week 31, 32, and 33 pregnancy update. So y'all, I am so sorry. I have been not wanting to do anything. I'm at that point in pregnancy where I'm so over it. So I apologize for the delay. But this week, baby girl is the size of a pineapple. She's about 4.5 pounds and about 17 inches long. And that means that I'm officially part of the waddle gang. Y'all, yes, I waddle when I walk. And I don't care. I think it's cute. I'm pregnant. I'm embracing the waddle walk. Y'all, okay, about my symptoms. The fatigue is back. I barely want to get up and move around. I'd rather spend time with my bed, to be quite honest. I'm also breathing like Darth Vader. I don't know if you can hear it, but I am breathing like nobody's business. But I guess I can say I'm breathing for two, like when pregnant people be like, I'm eating for two. So yeah, I really am. I'm breathing for two, and you can hear it. So I'm starting to swell a little bit in my feet and my ankles. I didn't really think that was a big deal right now, but I think probably at the next doctor's appointment I'll bring it up, just because I want him to know that I'm starting to swell. Also, y'all, the dreaded heartburn is here. So with my first pregnancy, I had heartburn so bad, like I was popping Tums probably more than I should have. And it looks like this pregnancy is gonna be no different. I love Tums right now, and they're like the chalky kind. I know people are like, ew, they taste all chalky. The chalky kind are like the best for me right now. So that's what I have been living off of. But the chewy ones, I don't know who created that. Why? When you're pregnant, you don't want nothing chewy like that. And it was just disgusting and it made me want to vomit. So I'm staying away from them chewy ones. You should try both and see what works for you if you guys are having heartburn. So question, have I had any contractions? No, not yet. I definitely remember the feeling of contractions. You're kind of always worried when you're in your pregnancy, like, am I gonna remember what it felt like? Yeah, you do. And yeah, I haven't had any contractions. Now I've had some little weird pains, but that's just because of her moving around. But nothing serious or anything like a contraction. I'm uncomfortable, but no contractions. So I had 2 doctor's appointments since the last video. So at the first one, it was quick. But I found out that baby girl was breech. Excuse me, burping. But anyway, for those that don't know, breech means heads up. I am gonna have to have a C-section, so whether she was breech or not, it didn't really matter. We finally discussed C-section dates, and we got it scheduled, finally. Now, of course, my husband and I asked what happens if I do happen to go into labor or something crazy like my water breaks. You know, that's real movie, because usually it doesn't happen that way, but the doctor said that we will just do the C-section then. So if I do happen to go into labor, I'm just gonna have a C-section that day. At the next appointment that we had, baby girl is back in the correct position. So that uncomfortableness I was talking about earlier, it's because she's flipping upside down. She's flipping up, she's flipping down, she's tripping. So, of course, we hear a heartbeat at every visit. And at this point, he scheduled a sonogram. Yeah, I was shocked too. A sonogram this late in the game. But what he said is this sonogram is to measure my previous C-section scar. Since I had a C-section with the first, and I'm going to have a C-section with the second, he wants to measure the thickness and make sure that it's not too thin. If it's too thin, then that means that he does not want me to go into labor at all. So that means that my C-section date could be moved up sooner so that I don't even go into labor at all. So we go back to the doctor next week and we will see what's going on at that time then. I'm not really nervous about that. I just hope that my C-section scar is thick. Okay, so am I nervous about having a second C-section? Honestly, a little bit. With my first, I went through labor. I had the contractions, I had labor pains, I got to 5 centimeters dilated. So to not have to go through that and just show up at the hospital is a little nerve-wracking for me. But I am a believer in God, and I know that God has me and the baby, and I know that this isn't the way that some women feel like you should have a baby, but it's the way that I'm going to have a baby, and I know that God is in that, and that I'll be safe, and that everything will go according to his plan and his will. So I'm definitely not too worried about it. It's just a little nerve-wracking to think I'm gonna go into the hospital and I'm gonna check in and then I'm just gonna have a C-section. So the maternity shoot, I mentioned last video that I had a maternity shoot, and I actually wanted to take some time to show you how wonderful they turned out, so you can see that it's actually worth taking the time to do it. Like I said, most women are like, I don't even feel pretty, I don't feel like it, but do it, guys, do it. Take the time to pamper yourself and take some pretty pictures. So you will see my pictures at the end of this video. Yes, I have to use notes, y'all. Pregnancy brain for real, it's real. Like, especially in the 3rd trimester, I forget half of the stuff I said. So, boom. But stay tuned for our next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell at the top to be notified of new content. And like always, we love you and appreciate you guys. So keep watching. Baby's coming soon.